Yeah. This ain't no handouts. No shortcuts. No middleman.
No middleman.
No middleman.
No middleman. Middleman.
No middleman.
Middleman. Middleman.
No middleman.
Middleman. Middleman. Middleman.
No middleman, I get it direct. Pressure talk, I don't deal in the flex. Cut the line, I don't wait, I collect. If it's mine, I'ma claim my respect. No middleman, I move with intent. Boss moves only, every dollar was spent. No favors, no deals, no rent. Built from the ground, now the whole game bent. Started with a vision, had to cut the distractions. No handshake, just results and reactions. They was talking plays, I was making it happen. Turn losses to losses, then flipped it to passion.
Disclaimer: this broadcast is intended for commentary, discussion, and entertainment purposes only. All topics and statements are based on publicly available information, including news reports, social media content, and third-party sources, which may include allegations or unverified claims. The views expressed are opinions and should not be interpreted as confirmed facts. This content is not intended to harm, defame, misrepresent any individual, organization, or entity. Viewer discretion is advised.
We treat the algorithm like the streets. Watch your step. Everybody chasing views, we chasing self-respect. Facts over feelings, that's the code we protect. Choose wisely, act accordingly, live with what you accept. No middleman, no filter, no disguise. Truth hit different when you looking in your eyes. Everybody got opinions, everybody got advice, but decisions got receipts and consequences got a price. The algorithm like the block, better know where you stand. One wrong move, now your name all in their hands. Everybody screaming real, but they folding for a trend. Sacrificing principles just to get a few fans. Facts don't care if you offended, they remain the same. Feelings come and go, that's why emotions ain't the frame. Everybody want results, but don't wanna play the game to point fingers at the world when they the ones to blame. Choose wisely, every action got a ripple in the lake. Every shortcut got a cost, every smile could be fake. Life ain't about intentions, it's the choices that you make. The truth don't need permission, it just is for goodness sake. Yeah. We treat the algorithm like the streets. Watch your step. Yeah. Everybody chasing views, we chasing self-respect. Yeah. Facts over feelings, that's the code we protect. Choose wisely, act accordingly, live with what you accept. Yeah. Everybody wanna go viral, nobody wanna grow. Everybody got a platform, if you got something to show. People build an image while their character get low. Then wonder why they lost when the pressure start to blow. The streets taught lessons, now the internet do too. Watch who you follow, watch who influencing you. Every post a decision, every click a point of view. You become what you consume if you ain't careful what you choose. See the algorithm reward drama and division. We reward accountability, purpose and precision. Everybody want attention, few pursuing wisdom. That's why no middleman moving different in the system. Facts over feelings, truth over trends. Choose wisely, act accordingly. If you know better, move better. If you see it, don't ignore it. Every choice, write a chapter. Every action, tell the story. We treat the algorithm like the streets. Watch your step. Everybody chasing views, we chasing self-respect. Facts over feelings, that's the code we protect. Choose wisely, act accordingly, live with what you accept. No middleman, we ain't selling no illusions. Truth, accountability, and execution.
Where has commitment gone? Not the kind we post online, the kind we make when nobody's watching. Because lately, it feels like relationships aren't ending because life got impossible. They're ending because life got uncomfortable. Tonight isn't really about celebrities, it's about us. Why does it seem easier to leave than to stay? When did accountability become negotiable? Have we replaced commitment with convenience? Is loyalty only expected when life is easy? Or have we confused protecting our peace with abandoning our responsibilities? Social media has given everyone a microphone, but it has also turned private pain into public entertainment. Every disagreement becomes content. Every mistake becomes evidence. Every relationship becomes a courtroom where strangers are the jury. So what happens when public opinion becomes more than private commitment? What do wedding vows really mean when sickness comes, when finances change, when emotions fade, or when sacrifice is really required? So tonight we're asking the questions that don't have easy answers. Has modern culture rewarded emotion over responsibility? Are we honoring our commitments or simply honoring whatever feels right in that moment? This conversation isn't about taking sides. It's about taking a closer look at ourselves. Before we ask, where has love gone? Maybe we should ask, where has commitment gone? Welcome to No Middleman, where the truth doesn't need one.
Yeah. You're not rocking with the realest podcast in the room. No middleman. Souls. Soft rain. Uncle Plug. Let's go. No middleman.
Yeah, it's attractive.
Tell me more.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you know she like you. That's how you know she like you. Yeah, it's attractive.
So you're saying jealousy is attractive is it attractive to men? Is it attractive to women? Like in what instance is jealousy okay?
I find it attractive.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it's an attractive thing. I mean, specifically jealousy could be good or bad, right? But if we're talking about like relationships, if your person don't get a little, I mean, obviously I'm talking about jealousy at a healthy level, not like toxic, right? But obviously if your person not a little, a little jealous about you or over you, how much do they really like you,
Exactly.
Yeah, just like at a healthy level though.
So what do you feel or think about jealousy in men?
In regards to being jealous
jealousy genuine. I mean, in general.
I think it's natural. For
what
most
type of
people,
jealousy are we talking about though?
When you say in general, I think it's natural to feel jealousy. It doesn't have to be at an unhealthy level though, right? Because if we just look up the definition of jealousy real quick, jealousy is a complex, painful emotion triggered by the perception that a valued relationship or advantage is threatened by a rival. Yeah, often involves a mix of anger, insecurity, fear of abandonment, and inadequacy. So this definition actually makes it sound a lot more severe. If we go off of this definition, then I don't know if jealousy is necessarily natural. I think I was only speaking to like the feeling threatened part. Or let me see if it's different if we add the word social to it, Tez.
Okay. Social
jealousy. Let's see, an emotional response triggered by perceived threats of your social status, relationship, or social standing. Often rooted in, that's a little bit closer, right? Often rooted in low self-esteem, insecurity, or insecurity. It frequently manifests as envy of a peer's social success, popularity, or when bombarded with curated, seemingly perfect lives on social media, right? So a lot of jealousy is rooted in perception, or it could actually be rooted in reality. But I think you can operate at you could feel like a healthy level of jealousy, like something that don't make you want to go over the edge or start tweaking, but you just feel a little something, right? Like, okay, for example, say your woman has a job, right? And then her job is in service, right? And then she has to serve a gentleman who is well put together for himself, right? Like we as men, if we're in the establishment, the lounge, the bar, the club, wherever you frequent, the gym, the library, wherever you are, right? And another gentleman or two comes into that establishment and there are men and women there. We as men know what other men are our competition in the room. We do.
Yeah.
So
that's a big deal right here. So I like the fact that we're talking about it this way.
Yeah.
It's mostly because anytime people talk about jealousy, they always quickly equate it to just being in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that's an accurate viewpoint or even representation of the word itself or the function that it serves in society.
Right.
you know, I truly believe that a little bit of jealousy goes a long way, but there's a certain point where jealousy becomes a little bit more than just jealousy, and or even just watchfulness. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I do believe that if you're a man, you have to have a certain amount of watchfulness over the lady that you've chosen.
Mhm.
You know, I think you do. I think that's part of your function in society is to watch over her in a way. And I don't. I'm never going to vibe with a woman that feels like I ain't got to look out for her. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to vibe with that. Now, is it for some guys? Yeah, I'm not discounting that at all. I just don't think it's for, you know, guys like me. I ain't gonna let these chats get behind it. Let's see what the chat talking about. You ready for that, class?
Yeah, I'm ready. Give me
Not
a chance
bachelor said-
to eat. Go ahead.
Vegan spaghettios. That's what's up. Too Tight said 333-111 tapping in from Cali. Hey, on the traveling as we get in Buck Crump life. All right, I don't really know what that is, but I got an idea. All right, Too Tight. Have a good time, man. Mario Washington said, I'm good. I hope you're doing fabulous today. We are doing fantastic. You doing all right? You all doing all right, bro?
Yeah, I'm solid.
All right, as he eats. Souls of Thought said, I hit like on both of them. Thanks, Souls. Vaughn, what's up, Vaughn? Vaughn Bryant. The greetings, peace, joy, and grace, and abundance. What's going on? Thank you.
What up?
Mario Washington. Is there a level of jealousy that is overboard? Absolutely. Absolutely.
sure.
We're going to get into it, I'm sure. Miles Batchelor said, jealousy means potential violence. I can't disagree one bit. But then again, I'm also an advocate for those people to stay a little bit violent all the time.
Shit, breathing mean potential violence. As
Too
long
Tight
as you,
said-
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, as long as you alive, you may be put in a position where you have to survive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Too Tight said, this is perfect for what happened to a ninja at the session. Coming at my big homie on some BS. Oh, man, look at my story on IG. You'll see the battle. Class, please review and let us know. So the thoughts, I think it's found. Oh, you did? It was a code.
Yeah, always.
All right.
High level shit.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So the thought said, I think it's found in most friendships. You think it's found the most in friendships?
You asking me, or you asking me? Do I agree with Souls? No,
Yeah.
not my friendships. That's why I ain't got no friends.
Yeah,
I got like less than a handful of friends for real.
yeah. I don't deal with jealousy very well.
No.
I'm not talking about my own. I'm talking because I'm not really in that lane. But I don't deal with the jealous friends or I need to have the same thing as this person or that person. I'm not down with none of that. Like I kind of feel like what's mine is mine, what's theirs is theirs, and good for you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of person that I've always been. Good for you, brother. Like I ain't got no jealousy. Like
Yeah, you too worried about what I got going on. That's what's gonna turn me off. So you worry about what I got going on for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm guilty of this, bro. Like my own cousin. He won't, like, you know, some people, they get a new car, they post that joint on social media
all day.
off rip. You know what I'm saying? Look at
5,
my new
6
baby.
times every day.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, right? But what I'm saying is, like, I'm the type of person, like, I ain't even looking for that, bro. I just be doing what I be doing. So I pull up on my cousin. He, damn boy, you got a new whip. You ain't even say shit. I just seen you yesterday. You was driving your last shit. You got a new whip. Woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then he just, you know, some people, they see that and he immediately like, shit, I gotta hop in. Let's ride. You feel me? That's his energy, right? But some people, they see that joint, they be like, damn, I gotta get me something now. I ain't jacking that. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't understand that line of thinking. Like, okay, you went to work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you got paid.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then you bought yourself something with the money that you made at work when you got paid. Why would that automatically inspire me? I'll use a kind word today. Inspire me to feel like I needed a new car. What's that got to do with me?
I used to say this all the time, Tez. Step number 1 to failing is worrying about what the next motherfucker got going on.
Oh, okay.
There you have it, man. This is Classic and Tez with the human experience, man. They started off talking first about jealousy. So for those who don't know, we literally put the chat Q&A into a system, and literally you guys created tonight's show. So, and I thought this was a good place to start when it comes to chat. Topic number 1 was loyalty. So I wanted to use the human experience because I think a lot of times loyalty or the lack of loyalty actually is rooted in jealousy. And I think a lot of times we don't have the discussions of where loyalty is really based in or where it comes from. And they had a very good dialogue on jealousy, where it comes from. They went for a good little minute, but it's one of the things that was one of the trends in the chat from what we talked about last night. They talked about loyalty, they talked about commitment, they talked about accountability and self-preservation. So those are the topics we're going to be hitting on tonight. But I wanted to hear what your guys' thoughts is on this right here. Do you guys think jealousy could be the root of why we lack loyalty?
Mm, it's not a hard question. That's a deep thought question. Does jealousy, say it again?
Do you guys feel like jealousy could be the root of why a lot of people lack loyalty?
Mm,
Go ahead, Plug, because she's gonna have to think on
yeah, I'm gonna have to think on that.
She glitching.
Yeah.
it.
That's a that ain't a it's not a hard one, but I have to come from outside myself, because I don't that to me, one has nothing to do with the other. Because if you are jealous of an individual, you shouldn't be around that person, which would require no loyalty. It requires no loyalty. You shouldn't be around a person if you're jealous of a person. To sit around someone that you're jealous of and be around them on a consistent basis, that's super weird.
But do you think that's what happens a lot though? Like, I know I don't try not to use like celebrities, but you think about like somebody like Dame Dash, right? If you think about his conversations, a lot of people would say now it sounds like jealousy, right? It sounds like somebody who wanted something that another person got, or felt they deserved something that another person got. And it kind of goes back to like why some people might feel like loyalty wasn't there, or why they don't do certain things.
That sounds like pain.
Okay.
That sounds like pain on his behalf, less than, not as much as of loyalty. I mean, or jealousy. I think it's more pain. You know, when someone loses someone that they considered a friend, not just a business partner, it seems like, let's just say Jay saw it as business.
Yeah.
Or somewhere between the business and their friendship, he lost the friendship. You know what I'm saying? He lost the friendship and it became business. Like, say, man, I gotta do what, you know, some people say, man, I gotta do what I gotta do, and then they just bust a move. And some people like say, I gotta bust a move, and then they want to talk about it, you know, just to see if what they're saying, like how they feeling is, if they tripping or not. You know what I mean? But he's super, I would say that's more pain than jealousy. You know what I mean? But jealousy and loyalty they don't go hand in hand. They don't go hand in hand. Not envy and within the loyalty, I think, can go hand in hand. Like, you could be envious of a person and be around that individual, but jealous of a person, that's I don't think they go hand in hand.
What about you, Rain?
He just took the words out of my mouth. I think in friendships or in relationships, there can be envy, but as far as like jealousy goes, I wouldn't be afraid of losing something to my friend. I would hope not. When it comes to being jealous of something, I don't think jealousy and loyalty go hand in hand. I don't think I can be jealous of someone and be loyal to them as well.
Okay. Well, if y'all get a chance, y'all should definitely look it up. There are actually 15 subsections of jealousy when it comes to the emotional side or mental health side of things. Jealousy it's often is led because of a secondary emotion. The 15 things are possessiveness, hypervigilance, comparison, passive aggressive behavior, criticism or devaluing, envy disguised as judgment, competition, excessive reassurance seeking, social withdrawal, anger or pain, rumination, or did I say that right? Rumination, sabotage, emotional dependency, overachievement, and projection.
Mm.
So when you break down jealousy, I think a lot of times we have been taught that we can witness jealousy. And I think sometimes jealousy can be hidden, even though we might not recognize it as jealousy. And that's why I think men rely so much on respect. Because when you have respect, a lot of those secondary emotions are eliminated when you respect someone. Like it's certain things you won't do in the midst of having that relationship that you feel that you're loyal to. And that's why when they were talking about, go ahead.
No, I'm saying I get that part, that when you have respect, there's certain elements that you're not going to do. That respect trumps over that. Yeah. Go ahead.
So what are y'all thoughts about it after you hear the 15 subsections of the secondary emotion of jealousy?
I don't hold them qualities, bro. Like I don't, because I mean, if someone's doing something better, I always try to, level up to compliment that person, not to, like even in the shop, I'm not looking at him like, yeah, I need to go harder, or he doing better than me, or no, I'm thinking like, I want to compliment. You know what I'm saying? If you are doing better, I want to compliment that. It's all about compliment. You know what I'm saying? Like there's that shit is weird. It'd be weird to me sometimes, man, when somebody get into that pocket of even envy or jealousy. You know what I mean? Like everyone around you that you chose to be around you, they should be a reflection of who you would want to, emulate. You know what I mean? Like why would I try to find somebody online that I don't even know personally to try to be like that individual when I have someone as equally as great that I do know that I can emulate to make me a better human, You know what I mean? Like that's so most of that stuff, man, that they be on, it just don't. I can't relate with those, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I can't relate with those.
I get it, but I also think we don't have to relate, but I think we have to start to understand. Because I think once we understand, we'll start to communicate differently with certain people. Because like I always tell people, like I could come off as a very oversensitive person because I think deeper. You see what I mean? Like somebody might say something that everybody else brush off, and I'll be like, man, that's straight disrespectful. Like, why did you say that? Why did you do that? Like, you might even think it's a joke. You could put emojis after it and everything. And it's, for me, it could still be looked at as like something very disrespectful. And then like people over time can build up envy, which is a form of jealousy or a form of anger. And I think a lot of things could start to get misconstrued. I think sometimes we don't always communicate correctly with everyone separately. Like, because we were talking about it I was in the chat on the human experience, and Classic was, y'all know Classic, everybody know Classic. Y'all know Classic goes into his thing about he ain't got no friends and this and that. And then but I told him in the comments, I said, once I understood him, I don't ask Classic a lot of questions no more. I just get straight to the content. You see what I mean? Like once I know it, like, because Classic has, and he can come in the chat, Classic to me has already communicated how he may perceive certain things that people do. Mm-hmm. So I respect his boundaries so that so he doesn't have to misconstrue what my intentions are. With Plug, I can ask Plug a million different questions. It's not going to be taken a certain way. Plug just gonna answer the question. We just gonna have the conversation. But that's Plug. And I'm learning, and I think it's one of the things. It's funny because that's why I thought it was very unique what our chat created. It's gonna be a good conversation for the night. I think a lot of things is all about communication. Because like even me and Plug last night, we kind of talked about self-preservation when it came to Miss Ball, right? We looked at it from a totally different angle than everybody else. You know, everybody else looked at it from loyalty or commitment, and we're like, no, she did the best she could. She survived 30 years and she did something different. You know what I mean? So I think it's gonna be a great conversation tonight. But I just thought like it's just very unique because the chat actually, it even said it when I put it into the system. It was saying that the chat did not care about the celebrities. They actually created a whole nother dialogue. And it broke down what the dialogue was. So I thought it was unique. Richard said, be careful renting online. Them agents be looking for you, make a mistake and say you got scammed by not doing a ABC.
All right, man, Richard. Appreciate it.
What that was? Fresh off the press. He said, fresh off the press. Great show today. Great show today. Richard said, you surprised me. That's crazy.
All right, man, Richard. Appreciate you.
Rich, you gotta let us know what you're talking about, big dog. He said people lacking sacrificing. Classic said loyalty isn't real unless you're willing to die for it. If you ain't going to dirt about it, it's conditional. He said, what's up, T333? He said people sit around people they envy the most. People try to be closest to those that have grown to resent or despise. That's how the songs Set Me Free and Away From Me got created.
How? Wait. We just ain't gonna breathe.
Yeah, I thought it's gonna be a good conversation today. You gotta go rewatch the show, Plug. You gotta go rewatch the show.
Classic, please come up and explain yourself. Explain. Tell Claude what you talking about, man. Explain.
We're gonna come back to it then, so he can.
That is a sociopath, bro. That is a sociopath. Them people shouldn't even be outside.
Richard said, I get jealous. That makes me work harder. I told my ex that before. Sko said Dame is hurt because he lost Aaliyah and Jay-Z all at the same time. He said, I've learned to protect people from themselves with me because for some reason folks don't think fat meat greasy. Got it. I didn't know he was trying to say something. What's up, Tom? Tom says, souls, soft rain. Chat family, keep God first and yourselves closer. Classic said, envy is way worse than jealousy. Envy is jealousy's big cousin. Sko said, to be envious or jealous of your friends is crazy work. Richard said, competition. Shout out to Mara for upgrading her membership. Appreciate you, ma'am, tonight. She said, does envy turn into jealousy? All right. Joe Bob, welcome in. He said, just 3 people's chilling. Tom said, I think envy and jealousy goes perfect together. I believe insecure people being hateful and sometimes jealousy can't even be seen. Let's see here. Maria said, if you are true friends, you should cheer each other accomplishments, but I feel like envy in a friendship leads to failure. Tom said, yes, souls is why a lot of women love real confident men, even if that man is a-hole. Some confident men can look confident and some of it can be off of braggadocious. Okay. What's up, Flip in the building? I'm trying to get, all right, there we go. Flip in the building. What's up, Flip? 333. He said, yeah, Souls is right. The wrong question. And I'll definitely think you nosy or prying. Yeah, Souls, if you and Uncle Plug, what is my uncle? I would probably go to Uncle Plug first because he would probably talk to me and put that strap to my, okay, pause, but with detention to further notice. Y'all confuse me with these talking texts. He said, I'll come up in 30. All right. Select. What's up? Flip says selective loyalty has always been a thing, and I don't know the name for it, but we have sociopaths. Sko said he's gone. Don't worry, Rain. He's already out of here.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. It was a very, very good topic, man. When you get a chance, you got to go watch it. I don't know what it went to after the first part. I only got through like that first
Man,
part.
they wouldn't let me do nothing today, man. Let me do nothing. They won't let me do nothing today, man.
But yeah, when Classic get up here, man, we'll go back to that question. But yeah, the chat topic number 1 was loyalty. Just wanted to be able to use some of Ted's and Classic content, man. It was a good show. Very, very good conversation. I think we'll be able to talk more and more tonight about these topics because it was what the chat actually created. So we're going to move into our first segue, which is On the Radar with Rain.
Sovereign got Alabama grace all in the spirit. Yeah. Georgia roots in the soul every time you hear it. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Welcome to On the Radar with Rain, where tonight we're going to be talking about former NFL star Chris Johnson, better known to many football fans as CJ2K. This is the man who was once one of the fastest players in the league, a Tennessee Titans standout, a 3-time Pro Bowler, a running back who rushed for more than 2,000 yards in a single season. But now Chris Johnson is facing a different kind of battle. He recently revealed that he has been diagnosed with ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. ALS is a progressive disease that attacks the nerve cells responsible for movement, and over time, it can affect a person's ability to walk, speak, eat, and breathe. Chris said he first noticed weakness in his right hand, something small, something easy to dismiss, but then it kept progressing. And now the same man who once outran defenders on Sundays is using a speech-generating device to communicate. This is tough because sometimes we see athletes as superheroes. We remember the highlights, the speed, the records, the touchdowns, but behind all of that is still a person, a husband, a father, a man trying to process a diagnosis that has changed his entire life. And what stood out to me the most is that Chris Johnson said he is still himself. His body may be changing, but his mind, his heart, his love for his family, and his will to fight are still there. And that is the message. Sometimes strength does not look like running past everybody. Sometimes strength looks like waking up every day and choosing to fight a battle nobody asked for. So tonight we send prayers and support to Chris Johnson, his wife, his children, and every other family that's dealing and living with ALS. Because the story is not just about football, it's about a life changing in an instant and still choosing to stand in purpose.
NFL running back Chris Johnson revealed in a television interview that he's been diagnosed with ALS, telling ABC's Good Morning America that he hopes to inspire more research or give another family hope.
I want people to know that I'm still me. ALS has changed what my body can do, but it hasn't changed who I am.
Johnson said he was diagnosed with the neurodegenerative disease last year at the age of 39. The disease has progressed so rapidly that he used a speech-generating device to speak during the interview.
I first noticed weakness in my right hand. At first, there was little things like my grip didn't feel right, and I wasn't as strong as I've always been.
ALS is a nervous system disease that affects nerve cells that control muscles throughout the body. People with the disease lose control over muscle movement and lose their ability to eat, speak, walk, and eventually breathe. An ALS diagnosis under the age of 40 is rare. Only about 6% of cases are found in that demographic, though studies have found the disease does have a much higher incidence rate among NFL players, particularly among those who played the longest. Johnson said he wants people to know just how quickly this disease can attack the body.
Just over a year ago, I was picking up my 7-year-old daughter, so she make a wish with her birthday cake. Today, I couldn't do that.
The former NFL player said he wants everyone to know he's still the same person and he plans to fight the disease. Former NFL running back.
So yeah, his wife has been real supportive through all this as well. The interview on Good Morning America was about 7 or 8 minutes long, so we don't have a chance to do the whole interview here. But
At least he's being positive through the whole situation. But I wanted to ask y'all too, do y'all feel that maybe his NFL career could have had something to do with ALS?
Could be. Could be. I mean, there are some other NFL players with the ALS. I know the gentleman that was with the Saints was a big one. There was one more other guy. It's actually a guy that was in the Tennessee Titans thing that sent him a message, who has it as well, who has been living with it for a while. I don't know, man. Kind of what Momo said, you know, she's glad he's bringing awareness. But there's been a while. It's been around for a while. It's a lot of other people, celebrities who have this. Ain't this what Clark Kent ended up having? The dude who played Superman. Yeah. So
no, I think he was paralyzed. He
was just okay.
He was paralyzed.
Yeah.
This is dang, that Florida boy. About 30 minutes away from the crib. Right there in the O. That boy could get, boy. That boy could scat, boy. That boy was a track. He was a track star too. Used to come home every year and throw the little block party, whatever. Did a lot for the city. I hope Pac-Man still rocking with him. Him and Pac-Man were real tough. But I think what's the name said it in the chat. Yeah, he said Yaki can get that ALS right out of there. Like for real. People run to that medicine all the time, man. And it's a lot going on out here, man. The truth be right up under your nose. You're doing these interviews, boy. You need to be looking for a solution. Looking for a solution.
Do y'all, well, from what I'm hearing from you and Classic Plug, do y'all, I'm trying to make sure I say this right so we don't block us in the future. Do you feel like, because y'all ever notice that like once you get a diagnosis, sometimes you just go down? Like think about that. Yeah, think about that. Like he went from a pinched nerve where he probably went back out working out the next day and worked out all the way up into his appointment. And then all of a sudden just they start putting stuff in you, taking tests. Like
it's dangerous out here, man. I don't trust
them. Yeah, it's tough because they say ALS is rapid. So once it's there, even no matter what you do, it's rapid. Because Eric Dane, he was diagnosed and within 10 months he had passed on. So I'm not for certain. What's that? Let me see. What's the average?
I think it kind of goes back to and this is a full circle moment, right? Because this kind of goes back to what me and Plug was mentioning yesterday about Miss Ball, right? She was blessed enough to get through her thing, right? And like that self-preservation stepped in, and she took what some people feel like is the wrong out, but she did what was best for her. I wonder, has anybody had that conversation with Chris Johnson? Like, if you could do things differently now, would you do it differently? Like, would you know what I mean? Like I always wonder those are the type of conversations I would like to have with people. Like, what does life look like today for you? Because we go through all these moments of like people telling you to diet, eat healthy, eat clean, and like you see people who probably are some of the best physical specimens. Whole life can alter in a day, like overnight. So Prayers to him, man. Prayers to him. It was rough to watch it on that good. I think it was Good Morning America or something that he was
Yeah, the whole interview is
like when
enlightening.
because I ain't seen him in so long, and just to see him in that state, it was rough to see, man. So prayers to him,
Yeah.
man. Prayers to him. I'm kind of like Plug, man. Hopefully somebody gets around him that tells him exactly what Plug and Classic was saying, like, hey, it's actually a cure for this, not just a, you know what I mean? Not just, you don't need research. You need a cure. Like, you know what I mean?
Just a quick Google search. It says the average life expectancy is between 2 to 5 years. However, some have lived 10 years or longer, even up to 20 years after the diagnosis. So, of course, they're doing research and they are doing treatments to, help help with the symptoms more so than the actual disease as well. So,
do y'all feel like that's living though?
absolutely not.
Hell no. That just existed.
Yeah. Absolutely
It's
not.
just
It's gonna take for him to live and be of course his quality of life is gonna change, but the people around him is gonna have to help him experience life instead of just exist. So that becomes, I hate to say this, a burden on his family as well and people around him. But he's loved, so as long as he has a strong family to help him through the rest of his life, and prayers to the family, because it's hard taking care of somebody else. It's tough.
Yeah, it's tough.
So yeah, so that has been on the radar with Rain. Make sure if y'all are catching this on the rewatch, hit the subscribe button, the like button, and make sure you leave your comments down below.
Sovereign got Alabama grace all in the spirit, yeah. Georgia roots in the soul every time you hear it, yeah.
All right. We'll get to the comments in just a second. We're about to move on to our next segment where people be wild. So
yeah, they be wild. They wild in the chat. Hey, Devereaux, what's going on, my boy?
What's up in the chat? Because I have not been paying attention.
Nah, we got it. We're gonna get it up there. We got our next segment, man. We got the real spill with Plug. Here we go.
What's happening tonight, chat? The real spill tonight is dependability. Dependability isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. Anybody can make promises when life is easy. The real test comes when you're tired, frustrated, broke, overlooked, and unappreciated. That's when people find out if your words actually mean something. A dependable person becomes a source of peace because people know they don't have to wonder where you stand. They know you'll show up. They know you'll tell the truth, and they know you'll carry your share of the weight, even when nobody's watching. The world is full of talented people who can't be counted on. Talent might open a door, but dependability keeps you in the room. Opportunities come to those who are trusted. Relationships grow because of trust. Business thrive because of trust. Family stay strong because someone can be counted on. Dependability isn't flashy. It doesn't always get applause. Sometimes it's answering the phone. Sometimes it's being on time. Sometimes it's keeping your word when it costs you something. That's character. Don't tell people you're solid. Show them. Let your consistency become your reputation. In a world full of excuses, be the person people never have to second guess. I'm Uncle Plug. This is Real Spill. Choose wisely, act accordingly.
That was Real Spill with Uncle Plug, man. Kind of went into the first topic. Well said there, sir. Well said there. It's out there. So Richard said, I think Rain is getting a rumor built against her. It doesn't be for real. Trust me. I just be a clear way to get a reaction out of you.
What?
It just be a clear way to get a reaction out of you.
DeVoe
Okay.
said, Rain, which one of these men you with? If none, put that Instagram and them digits on me. Tracy, what's up, Tracy? Tracy called me in about once a quarter. She said, what
Yeah.
my child support? You steady playing on YouTube and little day one needs summer school shoes. I ain't heard that word in a minute.
Tracy.
Summer school shoes. I ain't heard that in a minute.
Some summer school shoe.
Yeah, I ain't ever heard that in a minute. He said your hair nice too. What we doing tonight? Welcome back, No Ego, man. He was on the LeBron thing I did today. Appreciate you, No Ego, stepping in, big dog. Classic said a lot of pro athletes eat really bad. That is true. The vote said you fine enough to, yep, child. Let's see here. Chad Johnson swears by Hickey D's, I know you mean breakfast, and he now blind in one eye. He blind in one eye? What? Ocho blind in one eye? I ain't heard that. That's crazy work. Man, prayers to you if that's true. I ain't know that, Classic. Prayers to Ocho, man. I'm trying to cater to you from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. Just a thought. Hey, he trying to play. You might got your Boaz right there. You might got your Boaz right there. Roof. You did do the Roof series. Go check out her content, DeVoe. She does have a page. He said, "What the?" I knew what you meant. I thought you were just trying not to say it. He said, "Mickey D's." He said, "Not me. It's just a thing people saying now." Okay. Classic said, yes, he spoke about it on Shay Shay. Oh, man, I got it. Man, that's crazy. He said one of his eyes is gray. Man, bruh.
Is that why he wear the shades all the time?
Man, prayers to him, man. Prayers to him. I did not know that, man. So, man, see the chat, man. That's why we got a great show, man. The chat. So we're gonna move on to segment number 2.
You're not rocking with the realest podcast in the room. No middleman. Souls. Soft Rain. Uncle Plug. Let's go. No middleman.
So chat topic number 2 was commitment. So we're gonna play this video and we're gonna be talking about commitment. This gentleman had a great way to put it out there. So we're gonna talk about it. So here we go.
So close. If you're not ready to commit, be okay when somebody else is. Because one of the most painful things to hit the heart of a man or the heart of a woman is to be told by an individual, I love you, I want you, you're so beautiful, but I'm not willing to commit to you. Without commitment, trust remains incarcerated. And commitment is the transportation method that takes a relationship from surface to depth. Yeah, but we're so close. We're just so cool. And we be making love. So you think they're going to be committed to you because y'all having sex? Sex might be the honey, but it's not the glue. Stop trying to force things on people. Stop trying to get approval outside of your designer, meaning God. We compromise and neutralize our standards when we're trying to force an uncommitted person to be committed. You're not giving me your commitment. You're giving me your interest. When you're committed, you'll make adjustments. When you're interested, you'll make excuses. Committed to prayer, you'll make the adjustment and get up early. Committed to a workout plan to lose weight or put on weight or muscle, whatever it may be, you'll make the adjustments. I'm talking about the rare quality now of faithfulness. Faithfulness is the constant choice to remain. I'm not speaking about something toxic or unhealthy. Faithfulness is an unwavering commitment for better or for worse. Faithfulness, it is to make the resolve to remain even after the desire to remain has left. If you're not ready to commit, be okay when somebody else is. Because one of the most painful things to hit the heart of a man or the heart of a woman is to be told by an individual, I love you, I want you, you're so beautiful, but I'm not willing to commit to you. Without commitment, trust remains incarcerated. And commitment is the transportation method that takes a relationship from surface to depth. Yeah, but
so there you have it, man. He's talking about commitment. It was one of the number 1 topics that came up last night in the chat when we were speaking about the LeVar Ball and the other situations. What is y'all thoughts on? Do you guys feel that once you're committed to a person that you are open to adjustments?
Mm.
When I hear
Damn.
open to adjustments, I hear compromise.
Yeah, like overly compromising.
Yeah.
Like that adjustment when you're talking about that relationship, those adjustments. Damn, that's hard for a man to. That's hard for me. I ain't gonna say men. I say me. That's hard for me to do because I'm not. I've gotten through this. I'm not adjusting anything when it has anything to do with how I provide, how I protect, how I take care of my situations. I'm not. Damn.
I knew it was a good one.
Because that one. Damn, he might be lying though. He might be lying. That's it.
Lord said this can't be true.
He might be lying, bro. Like, no, that don't, because it don't even no, because with what I got, no, man, I can't do that. That's not the same commit. It's not that, nah. In that context, I can't go for that.
See how powerful words is?
Yeah, because that I'm not going for that, because that's not going, that's going to derail something. That's not, because this train is chugging forward. Yeah, see, even she asked the question. She was like, that's a deep one. So what kind of adjustments you talk? Yes, like what adjustments are we talking about? Because I can still be committed to the relationship without having to make them adjustments. Now, say to a commitment, like say like what I did for a show that we're getting ready to do, or I adjust my schedule to complement that. Now that's different because both are on the terms of business and that commitment to the business. But it's still no, because certain things I can't compromise. I can't compromise those because because overall that take care of everything overall. Nah, that ain't the same. I don't think that's the same thing. I'm gonna leave that alone, y'all. You and Rain talk about that. I'm not.
What is your thoughts, Rain?
Nah.
My first thought was compromise. What level of compromise should we have? But didn't you look up the definition of compromise one time and it meant to bend in a way?
I'm gonna need you to answer, Mel. I'm gonna need you to answer.
I'll look it up for you.
Tell me the question one more time, Souls. What's the question? What's the whole question?
I don't know. I forgot. What are
the similarities? It just depends on.
It means an agreement or a solution in which each person or group gives up something they want so that and with that video and what he was talking about, and that we taking that word and saying compromise, no, man.
No, I mean, so what's the question?
I said, do you think commitment, are you willing to make it, like for you to commit, are you willing to make adjustments? Because he said if you're willing to commit, you're willing to make adjustments. And he did something very unique where he used healthy things to try to convince you to go a certain way, right? He said, hey, if you go on a diet If you want to die, you adjust what you eat. If you want to pray, you adjust the time you get up. Like he gave you some comparisons so that like, oh, I see what he mean. But then when you really sit back and think about it, it's a difficult question depending on how you look at things. You know what I mean, from a personal perspective.
If you're willing to commit, I think I feel that you would be willing to handle some adjustments or be open to some adjustments.
Comfortable adjustments that benefits the both. Not that's one-sided. That benefits the both. Nah. I didn't went down that road before. That road didn't lead nowhere. It was one-sided. It was one-sided compromise and one-sided adjustments. No, we ain't doing that.
No, it has to benefit both.
I tell people this, and that's why I'm so like steadfast. I kind of understand what Plug said. That's why I'm so steadfast in the way I am, and like people know that, hey, yep, that's him. Because it's one of those things that you are committing to me. You're not committing to the adjusted me. You know what I mean? Like you're not. If you're committing to somebody who has compromised or changed everything to fit your shape or your hole that you need me to be in or swear, like that's no longer me. You see what I mean? That's not really me. That's somebody that you made adjustments to. Like that's not the person. And men talk, men talk about this all the time. While like when you think about, that's why a man could go to the barbershop and have one conversation. But then you could be around that dude again and have the same conversation, and he answer it a totally different way when there's old lady in the room. Because he has already made those mental adjustments, right? He knows what was really on his heart. And then you looking at him crazy, like, nah, dog, you just.
Hey, that was at the barbershop. Chill. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. And I let them live in that adjustment. You know what I mean? They're like, we'll talk about the code switch. Be like, listen, bro, I let you live in that adjustment, bro. Yeah, I let you live in that because I already know how things go. We should understand how things go. You know what I mean? I think men are easier to adjust to those things and understand, like, man, this is just how things go. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I can talk, that's why I say I can't even record most of the guys I be having conversations with, because I know if this got out, you know what I mean, this will affect your livelihood on how you truly think. Man, no mother is that the job be brother? Nah, you know what I'm saying? I don't want that to get out because I don't want to compromise what you got going on. So yeah, you got it's understood.
Okay. Richard said, I'm a dwell. He said LeVar wife leaving was a weak move. The only pass she get is a stroke made her a different person. All right. Classic is on this D word today. Classic said commitment ain't real unless you ready to die about it. Most of this stuff isn't real anymore. He said trusting is irresponsible. Mario said that's deep. One souls. What kind of adjustments are we talking about? No Ego said depends on what type of adjustment. So everybody kind of on the same page. He said Richard said sacrifice. That's what people lack. That's what we all say about our great grandparents, sacrifice. Mario said, I can do where we live adjustments. I can do where we go eat adjustments or know how we eat adjustments. But other than that, I'm not adjusting who I am. Take my flaws and all. Okay. Penny said rigid. Exactly. No Ego said compromise means to alter, relinquish, or surrender a particular agreement to reach a middle ground. We talk about this a lot. And this is why I don't believe in love languages.
Now, hold on, brother. It says also the word compromise can also have another meaning to weaken, damage, or put something at risk. That's where I'm at.
That's why I don't. What's up, Tez? Welcome in, big dog. That's why I tell people I'm not a big component of love languages. That's why to me, when a woman talks about love languages, it's a red flag. Because if you really go do the research of why love language was created, because when it's taught by the pastor and the wife that created it, it was just that. It was people making adjustments, but people trying to put it in a pretty package. Like, oh, if you want to make her happy, you should do this. No, I shouldn't buy her gifts. Like, why would her love no? Like now a woman can cheat you out of your money by just saying my love language is gifts. Like people package up these things and all these little slogans and all these different things, and people never go look at what the root of it, where it came from. And I tell people all the time that love language stuff is foolish. Straight foolish.
But social media mindset.
Like acts of service. You nigga ain't never gave nobody nothing free, ain't never did a food pantry, ain't never fed nobody on the holidays, but your love language is act of service.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have sex on the first date, but your love language is physical touch. This stuff makes no sense. It don't even add up when you start talking about it. Like, it doesn't even add up. Saving lives. He said saving lives. He said those adjustments are why I like being around myself. Chris Holmes said Darwin realized evolution required hundreds of millions of years, fossils, and radiometric dating. He's talking about the Darwin. You talking about somebody got their mental health hat on. Yeah.
The big boom.
He said, okay, welcome in, Chris. Appreciate you, big dog. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Ted said, that's what I said last night. He said, I used to always say, once you compromise, you have been compromised.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? A sure to? Oh, we don't celebrate that. So Rigid said that was funny. Souls exactly. You never hear them say my love language is giving someone my entire paycheck. Like
just 70%.
I tell people all the time, man, y'all better start letting these people play y'all, man. Play it right in your face. It's right there, dog, in your face. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's why I said love is all about tolerance. If that's what you feel like, tolerance. You have to be tolerant of the person that you choose. You have to be, man. So y'all got anything? Overly tolerant. That is very true. You got anything else? Look at Ray. Ray want to say something, so man. Look at when she do that head.
I'm good. Okay, we can move forward.
All right. So that was commitment, man. The number 3 topic that the chat talked about is that word that Plug called it profanity. He called it violence. It's that one word that everybody talks about, and y'all about to talk about it in segment number 3, accountability.
You're not rocking with the realest podcast in the room. No middleman. Souls. Soft rain. Uncle Plug. Let's go. No middleman.
So segment number 3, we're gonna go over the club Shay, man, and Momo Brooks or Mojo Brooks is his name.
I want to see him in person so bad.
Yeah, he funny. He funny. I seen him on the 85 South before he blew up. He been super funny. So we're gonna go over here, and he's gonna be talking about accountability. So here we go.
The video with our Lennox that she said, I regret that I gave toxic men attention instead of the good ones.
I didn't see that, but I think that's her holding herself accountable.
I like it.
I love it.
I like accountability.
I love it. That's the only way that I'm in a relationship. That's the only way it can work.
Right.
Is that because I'm an accountable person.
Yes.
I've never blamed anything on anybody else. Like if things went wrong in my life, I always went and pinpoint what I did wrong or what I could have done differently to avoid the situation.
Right.
So I think while in dating, I feel like a lot of times, and this is not all women, but it is a good amount of women that they skip over what their part was in, you know, a particular situation that they were in. They skip over that and just want to talk about what happened to them. And is no accountability at all. And that's my biggest thing. If you can't take accountability, you don't know what that is, I can't deal with you.
Right. And don't look, this is what you made me do. No, you did that. I didn't make you do that because you had choices.
You did that.
And if I'm wrong, I'm like you, Mo. If I'm wrong, I'm man enough to say I'm wrong. I'm never going to be too big, too proud, too this or too that to say, you know what, I was wrong.
I was wrong.
And I apologize.
And
not if a situation, because sometimes people like to do a caveat.
If I made you feel
if I offended you.
I hate that one.
Bro,
if I offend you, did. I'm telling you how you made me feel.
Correct.
So just acknowledge that, take accountability, and let's move on.
Yes. But I like that. And I think, you said something very interesting. You said that's really the only way that you will be able, or I don't know if you stay in a situation like that, but that's the only way you can move forward is that you accept responsibility, you accept accountability, and you're just like, okay, I was wrong in this situation. I should have did X, Y, and Z. I should have handled it like this.
Yes.
Because if you don't, you're going to find yourself in that
same situation again. And it's like, and if I'm telling you that this situation made me, I felt a way about it. You know what I'm saying? Then just respect that and just say, hey, I apologize. If you want it to work, if you don't want it to work, then keep going about it how you're going about it. But if it's something that you want to work, at some point you have to be able to look in the mirror and say, you know what, I did that. Nobody's perfect.
Right.
You know, that's just the best thing about it, because it may be a day that I have to take accountability. I might have to say, hey, you know what I did was wrong. And you didn't deserve that.
Right.
I apologize. I take full accountability. It won't happen again. So I feel like it just can't work. And I feel like a lot of times people make excuses. Oh, I did that because of this. So I did it. Like at the end of the day, your excuses does not justify how I feel. Just take accountability, apologize, and let's move on.
Shoot your shot.
So before y'all go in, I'm gonna tell you a lie. I don't care who tells it. That nigga Shannon Sharp didn't take accountability for nothing he did before he got sued. But anyway, great segment here. What is y'all thoughts? A lot don't care who tell it. A lot does not care who tell it, boy. You didn't take no accountability, boy. You just started sitting on the couch with your brother who made it to the Hall of Fame. Stop. Oh man. Yeah. I'll stay off of him. God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly. Yeah, he don't want me to be truthful. So what is y'all thoughts about this? Mojo Brooks said that he can't be with someone who lacks accountability. He said most women, not all, but most women that he has been with or been around lacks accountability. So what is y'all thoughts about this?
I'm gonna say that most women, they don't want to be the blame to the downfalls of their relationship. And that's the reason why they choose not to take accountability on the reason why they relationships fail. I think if more women were honest with themselves and what they did in their relationships to contribute to the failure of their relationships, then not blame it solely on the man all the time, then they will understand in next relationships how they can have better and successful relationships.
Can I ask you? Oh, go ahead. My bad.
Go ahead.
No. Land your plane. Go ahead.
It's landed. It's on the runway. It's slowing down.
Go ahead. Do your thing.
No,
I just have an overarching question. So, do you feel like every situation both people have to take accountability?
Yes.
So as a person who feels like they did everything or brought everything to the table, where do you take accountability?
The person that feels like they brought everything to the table as they should have. They have to look at their picker. If they feel like I've done everything right in this relationship. I have been there. I've been the stand-up woman. I've cooked meals. I've made sure he was straight. I've, spent time. I've done everything right in this relationship. Then I gotta be real with myself and know that my picker was wrong. And I got to be real with myself and take accountability that I saw basically, I saw potential instead of seeing who he really was. I saw in my mind who I wanted him to be, and not who he was.
You see what you just did there? You see what you just did there?
What I do?
You took accountability, but then still threw it back at him.
How I throw it back at him? Good plus, switching his head.
You took accountability, but then you still throwing it back at him, though. You even the picker part, you're taking like 40-50% of accountability. You're not really taking the overarching accountability, because the picker, you're still without saying it that he was just the wrong person. Not you in general, but just like if a woman would use that as their reasoning for accountability, you still putting it on someone else at the end of the day.
So I'm choosing 50-50 accountability instead of 100% accountability. The reason why the relationship failed is because my picker was wrong.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
That's awesome. That's awesome, Ray.
That's not accountability. That's not accountability.
Come on, Classic. Give it to me, Classic.
No, my picker was wrong. Is not accountability. There was something wrong with me is accountability.
Okay.
Something was wrong with him is not that's escaping accountability. I picked the wrong person. That's putting it on him. Putting it on you is taking accountability. So if you saying the only fault you had was picking the wrong person, you're essentially saying ain't nothing wrong with you except for the fact that you just did the wrong multiple choice. But everything about you was good. So your next relationship should be just perfect, right? As long as you pick better. You don't have anything as a person to adjust except for your picker, is what that comes off as.
Not necessarily. Because go ahead, Plug. Go ahead.
I can't save you right now, boo-boo. No, accountability is just putting everything on yourself. If the entire situation went wrong, you put everything on yourself. That's all it is. Just putting everything on yourself. Just take it. Just eat it. You know what I mean? And then if that person has grown and matured, then they will take their portion of it as well. And they will give you that. And that's how both can grow and still be cool. You know what I'm saying? Still can be cool. Because we recognize what the problem was on our end, not their end.
Yeah, but I'm with you though, Rain. My picker be wrong. I'm not taking accountability for none of my failed relationships. So I'm with you.
Not now. You ain't taking now.
None wrong with me. Them women was unsatisfiable. That's why they alone right now. They still ain't got nobody. So how was it me? Yeah, it's them. It's not me issue.
The pavement glow when you walked on class.
Yeah.
Billy G.
That Michael Jackson step. Yeah.
I always look at relationships like casualties of war. Like, I'm not here to tell you what happened to all the rest of them. I made it home, and that's all. I only can. I'm serious. I only can tell you my role that I played. Like, that's why, like, when I come up here and I always be very transparent about being like a horrible husband and a great father, I never speak about anything else but me. Like, I always tell people, I let everybody else sort out all the other details. I'm only going to tell you about me. Like, that's why when you see it a lot, a woman to go straight to social media or something and try to bash the guy and tell every woman everything that's bad about him, and the guy just quiet. Because the truth is going to set itself out there. Like, I don't need to go bash the person that I left. I'm going to take accountability for everything I did, and everything else will sort itself out. You know what I mean?
That's why there's no compromise on that too, Soul. Because if I'm going to take accountability for everything that's going to fail, I ain't making no compromise. Because if I'm going to take that accountability, I am not going to compromise.
Yeah, you're going to go out your way. Your way.
I'm a down this sword. I'm a down this sword.
I definitely agree. Let me read this so we can get to, because I know Plug wanted to had that conversation that from earlier. Give me 1 second, Classic. Richard said, I ain't make you do ish. He shaking his head. Let's see here. Michelle in my Shannon Sharp accountability voice. Yep. Mariel said, taking accountability for something you've done wrong is the only way to learn and move forward. Taking accountability is being able to call your ex and say, I did wrong. I'm sorry. Mariel said, you have to take accountability to grow from the mistakes you made in your past. We got to get Mariel up here soon. Sco said, no, little penny. That was David's, not Mojo Brooks. No Ego says, Shannon said that 30 million I gave her is my accountability. Little Penny said, women throughout history have never been held accountable. Yeah, some truth there. I've never heard a woman say, I was the problem in the relationship. Thanks, Sco. He said $30 million accountability, laughing at that. I didn't see all of that. Penny said, so Rain, what you saying is that because women gatekeepers of gooch, we should not be blaming men for the baby mama epidemic. She's saying no there, Penny. No Ego says, second wave feminism has led modern day women to avoid accountability. Society has also made women part of the protected class, much like children, so they are not required to take accountability. That is tough. That is tough.
So are you equating women to children?
Yes.
Yes. And it's very true when that is a very good comparison when you start to think about the things that y'all require.
And that's why some of these women are running amok, because you have to train a child up just as well as you have to train your woman up as well. You got to train up.
That's so true. We're going to have to talk about that on our show, Rain. Yep. Tom said the great thing about a woman is her being accountable for her actions. Put it on yourself. Thank you, Tez. Thank you. For the record, we, as in the Black community. Shout out, Penny. Blood Show thought you was white for a good month. Big facts. And when you're saying that you only have to pick better, see, everybody picked it up, right? Big facts. When you said you only have to pick better, you're having nothing to work on in the relationship. Richard said scapegoat. Tom said, thank you, Uncle Plug, because when that family loses that house, it's when men take the blame. Men have to take the blame with the leaders, but whereas the woman taking accountability with us, that is true. He said, not gonna lie, that was a lot, because you usually never hear that. Plead the 5th, 6th, and 7th Amendment, Penny said. Richard said, wow, souls, I look at relationships like everybody plays the fool sometimes, no exception to the rules. Everyone love them old music, baby. Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. Funny though. Like Uncle Plug said, it's about taking your L and not allowing yourself to be the victim. Tom said, you really going to cry together like the OJs? We don't live in that type of world anymore where we cry together. Ted said, I'm not apologizing to make people feel better. Mojo is cool people, just a slow quarterback. You a fool, boy. You a fool. I don't know if everybody, that probably went over some heads. Richard said, I didn't want to say it. Penny looked like she finna throw hands. Rain looked like she finna throw hands.
My RBF face is tough. I'm sorry.
Ricardo said, women want to be treated like princesses, aka a child. Man, no Ego said, Rain, only a comparison in accountability department, not as a whole.
Understood. Thank you, sir.
Okay. All right. Classic is in the building. I already marked it. So let me take this off. That was segment number 3, y'all. Accountability. We're gonna go back to this loyalty conversation that we were having at the very beginning while we got Classic on the chat. Man, where it was it? Let's see here. Those resent. I think it's this one. Yep, it's right here. Classic said people sit around people they envy the most. People try to be closest to those they have grown to resent or despise. That's how the song Set Me Free and Away From Me got created. So you guys can have the dialogue.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I had to learn that. In like the real time, just living. Like people's feelings about you will change over time because we all changing over time, but they'll still try to keep the relationship on autopilot. Like, hey, if your feelings change, your presence should too. You know what I mean? Like people will stay around you feeling different about you. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. They'll try to keep, whether it's just because it's routine, it's something that's, habit for them, or they feel like they can, take from you in some capacity. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of reasons why people stick around. I mean, look what happened to Selena. You know what I'm saying? Like, must be feeling all the way different from you, be the president of your fan club and feel all the way different about you. So get you up out of here.
That shit crazy. That's crazy, dog. That is crazy. Dog, who are these individuals, bro?
Regular everyday people. Probably some of your friends. You a social guy. You got too many friends. You got at least 3 snakes around you.
Man, I'm a mongoose.
At least on the minimum side. When you got that many friends, this snake's afoot.
Man.
Yeah, think about it. And you probably know who they is too, but you gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. You love them. They'll stab you when they get ready. You be all right.
You know something? Like I'm tougher on family than I am on friends. I can't lie. Because
what's family? You talking about relatives or family?
Yeah, relatives.
Oh, okay.
Because I really am. Because I chose those friends. You know what I'm saying? Most have been battle tested. You know what I mean? But that battle testing, even though they've been around for, a couple decades, you know what I mean? That battle tested, them training courses that they went through at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to put them through some new training courses because now they in their 40s now. You know what I mean? And those battle tested friends that was solidified back then, they were only teenagers and young adults. You know what I mean? So I can see that. But I think most of the ones that do feel that envy or that resentment or despise, I would say get away from me. You know what I'm saying? I would say get away from me. But why would you linger? Why would you linger? You know what I mean? Like, that's not convenience. That's not convenience. If I'm steady to this, if I despise you, or I'm feeling some way about you, why would I remain, bro?
Because you're a resource.
I don't want nothing from somebody I despise. You know what I'm saying?
No, they want something from you. They want something from you. You can't understand it because you wouldn't do it, but somebody would do it to you for sure. You prime real estate for a plug. I've been telling you since I met you, you too friendly for me. You friendly. I said you go. I pray for you every day. Plug gonna go through it. He got too many friends. He finna go through it. These people finna people on him for sure.
But you know one thing about it though, bro. I can't lie. Just because, you know what I'm saying, a nigga friendly don't mean I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? And when I do see it, I address it. And when I address it, thou shalt be poof, bitch, be gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna get you, I get you from around me. You know what I mean? Like, once I peep it, once I see it, I'm gonna get you from around me. I'm gonna get you out from around me. I'm gonna make it so you can't stand me. When I feel like you can't, bro, like you can't, like when I feel like somebody got some, some ill will against me, bro. I'm at you so hard, bro. The way you're gonna 86 yourself. You're 86 yourself. I'm gonna make it hard. I'm gonna make it hard to breathe around me. I'm gonna be at your chest. I'm gonna be in your chest on a regular basis, man. It's gonna be hard to breathe around me. I'm trying to clog lungs up. I'm trying to create fluid around. For real.
I hear
because
you.
that
We go.
because
I mean, we always.
yeah, betraying my trust, man. That's and playing on me, man, playing up under me like that, bro. Like that ain't healthy. That ain't healthy, man. Cause I'm ING. I ain't ED. I'm changing. I ain't changing.
Can't nobody betray my trust though.
Cause you don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't got none. You can't betray it. I ain't never give it to you. Yeah, as soon as you show me you bogus, it's to be expected. TBE.
No murk. No murk.
Yeah, trust for what? People so fickle. You know what I'm saying? Trust for what? It don't make sense. Trusting is irresponsible. To trust somebody in totality, because trust is only it's either you do or you don't. People be like, I kind of trust the person. All right, you don't then. You do or you don't. To trust somebody is to be irresponsible, because when you trust somebody, you would say something like, this person would never. And they would. They would. It just hasn't been the right condition yet for you to see it. They will. Most people are conditional. It just is what it is. I've embraced the reality of it, and so I keep to myself. And it's very peaceful.
So would you know that about a person and not put them in that situation to expose themselves?
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. I protect people from themselves with me.
With me, yeah.
I protect you from yourself with me. Like, I know you fickle. I know you're gonna human on me, so I'm not gonna give you a chance to get close enough to where when you do it, I'm gonna want to do something to you. You see what I'm saying? Because when you let people in, now they're responsible for knowing better. If I never let you in and then you do something and you got me effed up, I can't hold you accountable for knowing better because I ain't let you in. So you ain't supposed to know better. You don't have enough information to know better. But if I let you in and you on the list of people who should know better and you play wrong, now I'm going to do something to you. See what I'm saying? So I protect people from themselves with me. I'm just going to not let you in. That way, when you got me effed up, it makes sense to me. Now, you supposed to have me effed up. I ain't tell you nothing. Yeah.
You think too fucking much.
I've been living life and I've been around people. I've seen how people operate and I've accepted. I'm not fighting against it. I don't run around here giving people the benefit of the doubt because the truth is they don't deserve it.
So you start everybody at 0 and they work their way up to 100.
No, can't nobody work up to 100. I'm just looking at you as a person and I know what you're capable of. All people capable of the same things.
So that's the rope system. You don't do the rope system at all. See, because I start everybody at 100. When they get down to 35%, you know what I mean? They pretty much put themselves there because I'm gonna be the same person. I ain't switching up. You know what I mean? It's comfortable for me to just be me. You know what I'm saying? It's like I ain't gotta walk around with no bubble guts. You know what I'm saying? Gotta worry, question to see if I did this or that or whatever the case may be. It's more of I'm just gonna be the same cat every day. So if you happen to switch or this relationship don't work out or this friendship don't work out, it was you. Because I've been the same nigga every day. I've been the same nigga every day. I ain't gonna snake you. I ain't gonna do you dirty. So if it ever went sideways in this adult life that I'm living, if it went sideways, it's your fault. Don't tell nobody what Plug did because it's your fault. Because everybody should know that Plug standing on the same thing he been standing on. I've been standing on the same shit since you met me, nigga. Same shit, same smile, same dap, same hook, same everything. I'm on the same shit every day. So if this bitch went sideways, don't tell them what I did. Tell them what you did. Accountability.
Yeah, I totally understand that. I used to be the same way. I used to be like that. Yeah, it's over with.
I grew into this shit because I'm trying to tell you all that shit. I used to be like, bitch, I'm finna get lost because I already know if I don't get lost, you gonna be missing. Because I
grew out of it. You grew into it. I grew out of it. I really don't like people like that. Like everybody who gonna get trust from me, they already grandfathered in. Ain't nobody getting my trust going forward. Ain't nobody doing nothing to gain 100% trust from me. You either already grandfathered in, you ain't Big Sco, you ain't international, they grandfathered in. You know what I'm saying? We already been through it. We done been in a situation where our life was on the line together and we stood 10 toes. You know what I mean? Like it's already over with. It's that's the approval you talking about, tried and true. You know what I mean? Like we both could have ended up in the cemetery, the hospital, or jail, and we came out clean. You know what I'm saying? We've been through it. Them people grandfathered in, but it's only a couple of them. Other than that, it ain't no. I'm not meeting no new grown-ups and finding out like, oh yeah, like yeah, they got my back $100 grand. Like no, you don't. most people is conditional, bro. Yeah, you got my back under certain conditions. But yeah, the right conditions present, you a stab too. Yeah, like not you, but I'm saying in general, like you a stab too. Yeah, it's just is. Yeah, it is what it is. I know people fickle, just like the agent that was rocking with us so hard. You was rocking with us so hard that you just wake up one day, poof, motherfucker gone. Yeah. That's people, bro. That's people, bro.
Yeah, that's people. That
told y'all from the get go.
Hey, but I yeah, we'll talk about that another time. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It had to come to an end, bro. You understand me? You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean it really didn't. Wasn't nothing. I don't know what the problem was. I never inquired because if you gotta go ahead. I don't need a. I'm not big on closure. Go ahead.
I know.
Yeah, I don't need no closure. But
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
but
people just fickle though.
But once it transpired, I was like, damn, I was inquisitive. I can't even lie. Yeah, Tez, you know what it is, baby boy. You know what it is, 2-4. Come on now. Come on, think a little deeper. Think a little deeper. You know what it is, 2-4. You know what I'm saying? But I figured like on the other end of that, because I'm just saying if that was on my other end and it was too much attention being drawn and this, that, and the third, too much, commitment to, getting to certain situations and places and things and people, you know what I'm saying? You get into too many nouns. Hey, I gotta shut this shit down all the way. And lucky you ain't had a body print in this drywall. You know what I'm saying? Can you feel me?
Yeah, I hear you.
That's why. Yeah.
But
that's hey. I try to see the whole thing. I be having time, when I do have time, I try to see the whole thing. Most people are like, man, I ain't got time for that shit. I be trying to see the whole thing. Try to make sense.
I'd rather not give somebody the benefit of the doubt and we just keep getting older, staying friends, and we eventually just end up dying friends, than to give somebody the benefit of the doubt just long enough for them to show me I shouldn't have never gave them the benefit of the doubt.
at that last breath.
Yeah. Like I know you were solid when I'm finna die and you still around. That's how I'm gonna know you solid. Being solid is a pending thing. It's buffering. You were solid yesterday. You were solid the day before. Today is up in the air. Tomorrow up in the air. You can change in a split second. Yeah, I have people be solid for 10 years, 12 years, 13 years, 14 years, and then switch up. You feel me? So it ain't really, and then look, some people are like, oh, well, it's got to be you. It probably is me. Yeah, I know it's me. Matter of fact, because when people get close to you, they want to be the exception. I don't make exceptions. Yeah, people always want to be oh yeah, classic like this with everybody else, but not me. Nah, you too. I don't make exceptions. And people, when people get close, they want to be an exception to your rules. I don't make exceptions. So then when they feel, people feel like they're never fully in. You see what I'm saying? And it's because they not. Yeah, you gotta get comfortable in the lobby with me. It's a nice lobby, plush.
Yeah, like
yeah, you ain't getting a suite. You stay in the lobby.
Like when we did an episode before where we was doing reactions to your video, a person really thought that I had changed. I say, nigga, I did. Nigga, I'm getting grown. Nigga, I'm getting serious about, the shit that I'm serious about. Like I told him, I said, bro, hey, the child's play is over. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, like each day that passed, each week that passed, each month that passed, nigga, we getting older. You know what I mean? 46 years old. I ain't got time to play. You got to stand in that paint and get to it. So it's man, I thought you changed up. Yeah, nigga, I did change up. Nigga, I'm getting serious about this business. This ain't child's play no more, dog. This some grown man shit. This some grown man business, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm focused on this retirement, bro. Think I want to be standing in the paint, you know what I'm saying? 13 hours a day, nigga, for the rest of it. Is you tripping? Is you cool? No, I ain't on that type of time, cuz. It was a change. Now we had a solid conversation. Oh man, I ain't even see it like that. Yeah. And those things are worth salvaging sometimes. Now we talking about randoms. No, hell no. We ain't on
I mean, salvage it for what though? What's the point of friends?
Well, actually, in that point where he seen that was happening, now guess what? Now he focused on his too. Man, I wasn't even thinking like that. You know what I mean? That's how you grow. That's how you help someone grow. You know what I mean? Like helping someone grow, dog. You can't go through this path. You can't go through this journey by yourself. You understand? And at the same time, when you do know better, you gotta help. Each one teach one. You know what I mean? And that little conversation that we had, that little spiel that we had, it made for a better transition into this man shit. To where now those questions are being asked because you thinking that what no. Now you know, and now you know where to come, and now you know where to get this information. Now you know, hey, I'm taking you step by step by what I'm doing, and now you trying to follow. That's me helping my brother. You know what I'm saying? Making him be better. You know what I'm saying? Now he's focused more on his situation, his household, and because like motherfuckers ain't had no fathers out here, man. Motherfuckers ain't had no daddies and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You out here being community dad plug.
Man, shit, man. I'm
raising one grown man at a time, huh?
hey, that's the type of friend I am, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the time, it's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit that motherfuckers wasn't taught. You know, they wasn't taught. And, you know,
the library in most places is free.
Classic is like Robitussin. It doesn't taste good, but once you use it, it works. It's effective. Like it took me a while to understand what he was trying to get at with his conversations when we talk about like friends and meeting people and doing this and doing that. And like you will have those aha moments and you be like, that's what Classic was talking about. That's what he was talking about. Like especially when you know yourself. When you know yourself, that's when you really got to be more careful. Like
but all situations ain't like that.
I think it is though, Plug. I you would have caught me about half a year ago. I would have agreed with you, Plug. But I'm starting to feel what Classic is saying, because for me, especially for me, I'm gonna speak for me. I can't speak for the rest of y'all. I'm big on words. I'm big on principle. Like I'm big on that. Like for me, you could say something like I'm the worst person. Don't communicate. LOL don't mean funny to me. Whatever you said before LOL, I took that. I'm one of those people that like you can't put the medicine in the candy. Like, so because I'm already looking at the medicine. Like I already know, like, so for me, like I never understood it until like I started to understand it. Like I don't think like I get it now. Like it's even hard for me to articulate it, but I get it now. Like I get it. Like with Classic, like it's funny now. Like that I said it earlier today. I was like, that's why I don't ask Classic no question. Just get to the content. Like perfect example with Classic was Sunday. What I did on Sunday, some people would take offense to that if they were sensitive. All Classic said was, hey, bro, oh man, I just woke up, and he jumped on the live. Like he just jumped on there. Like it was like he just jumped right into it. Like it wasn't no like, bro, why you did it without me, or bro, why you like he just jumped on it. He just jumped on it. It was no in between. Like with Classic, he doesn't take anything as a negative thing unless somehow you make it a negative thing.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to notice that when you put friends in front of something, everybody takes things so intentional, or they make everything that might not be bad, it can look bad because you now have expectations of this person that you call a friend.
Yeah.
And I think that's what like and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Class. That's what I'm starting to understand. Like that's like for me, I used to think I would think that way, like, okay, why they do this without me? But no, it's like, no, they just doing what they doing, and then it's a plus. is a plus. It's live on both channels. Like he doing his thing. Like he woke up. I already know now. I know he gonna take a nap. Dude got to go to work. You know what I mean? But and then too, I think back to like, well, I ain't hold my end of the bargain because we supposed to have sent each other stuff by Friday. Well, he probably assuming we ain't gonna do it anyway. You know what I mean? So like, but I ain't used to think that way. So I think it's very unique. That's why I'm so upfront about like how horrible of a friend I am. Because I never want somebody to think I'm doing something malicious. Like I just might not pick up your call. Like that's just my personality. It's never a bad thing. Like like my brother could call for 3 weeks. My sister could call for I still love him. I just don't want to talk today. But being a brother, it makes me look bad, right? Because why you not want to? But no, I just don't want to talk. Like I don't have the bandwidth to have the conversation. Like I don't have it, like the mental bandwidth. So like it's just unique, man. I never thought because first I used to be confused, man. I used to be confused with Classic Dog. I used to be confused.
I have that effect. I just don't be understand. I honestly, I see a lot of these relationships and stuff like that as just a bunch of stuff that hold people back from their own individual greatness. You know what I'm saying? Like the maintenance of these relationships, the keeping up with the relationships, if you're an empath, wearing everybody else's issues because you're the one they can call on. All of that stuff is an anchor to slow you down from whatever mission you set out on. And if you don't think so, look back in 10 years or look back at the 10 years before now and be like, dang, if I was running around here less social, would I have gotten more done? 99% of the time, the answer is yes. A lot of these relationships be holding people back from greatness, but everybody also ain't trying to achieve personal greatness. And I respect that, but just get from around me because I'm finna get to it and it's going to offend you at some point. How hard I'm getting to it and how much I don't care about my feelings or yours. Well, I feel like, so what? I got work to do. I do not care about your feelings. I'm not even thinking. I have feelings and I disregarded mine. So what make you think I want to take 30 minutes to listen to yours if we not streaming it? You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to just sit on the phone with no grown adult tell me how they feel. I'm not. And it sound bad. It is what it is. If it is what it is was a person, it'll be me. It is what it is. I don't like you said it perfect. So everything ain't negative or positive. It just is. Whether it's negative or positive is depending on how you decide to look at it. You see what I'm saying? It just is. So yeah, like I used to think like, you might like a female, she don't like you back. When you younger, you take it offensive. Now, if I look at a female and she ain't looking at me, I'll be like, thank you, God. You protected me from something. That rejection be protection. I'm telling you. It's so many females I thought I wanted that got 5 kids right now. It's like, whew. You know what I'm saying? Whew. So, but yeah, man, I get it though. I understand social people. I really do. I understand them. I think the world needs the balance, right? Everybody can't be introverted. But like I always say, I think it's a double standard. I think that introverted people understand social people and social people can't understand introverted people for the life of them. It's a double standard. Social people do not get introverted people. To most social people, introverted people got something wrong. You talk to them for long enough, they eventually gonna put some type of pain on you, some depression on you, some stress on you, or some hardship. They can't just take the fact that you find a lot of peace within yourself. They can't fathom it because they need people. They gotta call their cousin. They gotta call their brother. I could not talk to my pops for a week. I'm cool. Long as I know he healthy, I don't need to talk to him every day. Because one thing I learned about it as adulthood, most of our conversations don't be about nothing. Most grown folks sit on the phone and talk about their business. I'm not interested. I don't care about what you got going on that much. And I'm not telling you what I got going on. So what we finna talk about on this phone if it ain't about running it up somehow? Call me with an idea. You ain't got no idea. Don't call me to talk about your personal life. Respectfully, I'm not interested. Yeah. Man, my girl tripping. Talk to your girl, bro.
Plug laugh.
Talk to your girl, bro.
Like I'll tell you, it's true. It's true. My downfall was being in the military. Because at heart I'm introverted, but I did 20 years of team things. Like so I always try to bring people along, but then my standard is not being met by everybody who's coming along. I'm a big standard person. Like, what's the standard? So the military set me up for that failure, because like when I left work, I didn't deal with half of the people. Like, I would just be in my own bubble. I go run by myself, go run marathon. Like, I didn't train with nobody. Like, I did, I had like one person that was like an oddball, which was my boy Jones, and he just kind of weaved his way in slowly, but he was introverted too. Like Jones kind of reminded me of myself, you know what I mean? So like, but the military always gave me the sense that no, you could bring people along. People really do want to like do better. They do want to, and then you bring them along, and like people not always on the same accord. And that's where the frustration comes in from a person who's like, okay, well, we're creating this. Why aren't we all on the same accord? Why aren't we all putting in what people might perceive to be the same effort? So like, I think that's where it all comes down to, because Classy asked the question on, man, y'all have had some good show these past few days. I think it was one show, it was In Too Deep, and Classic was on the show together, and In Too Deep was talking about, he said the same thing I said about his military background created his collaboration, like why he likes to like collab with people. And then we also talked about, if you could do everything over again, would you collab or would you just be solo? I said I probably would go solo, because I started the whole YouTube thing solo. Like the whole, like before I knew Plug, before I knew who Rain was, I was on Spotify by myself. Like I was already heading to monetization by myself. Like, so like, it's those things, but then you do want to bring people along, because you feel like, man, if I would have had this when I was coming up, it probably would have improved this and that. But then you find out how much work it actually creates as you continue to get better and better and try to produce and produce. Because I'm an ideas person. Like I got like 300 things I want to do. You know what I mean? If you're going to be with me, I need you to want to do all 300 things. Because I want to do 300 things. Like, and I think we can do it. It's just about, can we get on the same accord to do it? You know what I mean? Like 1181, we got one of the best sports shows out there, period. Numbers, period. It don't matter if Plug by himself, Souls by himself, people already come to 1181. It's one of the best sports shows. Classic, do boxing, one of the best boxing shows, period. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, you already see the fruits of the labor. How do we get everybody to want to feel that and be on that? Like, it's just very unique. It's a unique dynamic, dog. Like, it's a very unique dynamic. Very, very unique dynamic.
Yeah, I'm finna tap out, get back in the chat with y'all. But I was gonna say, like, one thing I always look at it like this: libraries don't move. People go to the library because they want information. Like as a grown person, when you like, I never been like how Plug was like, each one teach one. I'll teach you. Come to the library. If I gotta go convince you to like this information, to want this information, to get on board, I'm a salesman at that point. I'm not selling you on nothing. Come to the libraries, don't move. If you come to the library, I'm gonna give you a book. You see what I'm saying? But if I gotta tell you, hey man, you should check out this book, we not. I got stuff to do. Yeah, encouragement is sales. Encouragement is sales. When you're trying to encourage somebody, you're selling them. Hey man, you should do this, you should do that. That's sales. You feel me? Because if they wanted to, you wouldn't have to say shit. You see what I'm saying? That's how it works. People who want to, they will. You know? Yeah, I ain't got time to be no motivational speaker for no grown folks. We all got the same 24 hours. You want to be greater, you don't. God bless you. That's accountability. But I'm finna jump in the chat, y'all. I ain't mean to hold up the show.
Oh no, you good. You good.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
What y'all thoughts on that? I'm not gonna even do Souls Talk. We what's y'all thoughts about it?
I agree with Classic because I'm introverted as well, and I agree with you too, Souls. I'm introverted. You know, it's hard to convince people who are social butterflies, who like to be in the mix with other people all the time, that you are okay alone, that you are okay in your own peace, that you really don't want to go anywhere. You don't want to hang in the crowd. You don't want to be a part of all the mix that's going on. You don't want 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 so-called friends. You know, you're okay with that one friend or whomever that's close to you, that one person that's close to you. So introverted people have a hard time, or social people have a hard time understanding the introverts, because they think it's just so easy for somebody to go out and just be out there. And when sometimes it can be exhausting for them mentally and physically. So I agree with that part. And they think you feel some type of way when you don't, or when you don't want to go, or you don't want to be in the mix. They think you're feeling some type of way when no, you just want to be at peace and just be cool with yourself. Be in your little own compartment. So, yeah.
What's your thoughts, Plug? What's your thoughts, Plug? Because you think differently. What's your thoughts? You muted, or no, or it's not coming through your no, it ain't coming through.
I'm gonna check your battery. System.
What about
there?
now?
There you go. There you go.
I say, like you said, the military got you. I think this barbering thing got me. Nah, for real. Cause I'm truly like to be behind that chair is like therapy, you know, for both parties. You know what I'm saying? Because folks be going through a lot of, you know what I mean? And in the beginning, it used to wear on me. Now it doesn't wear on me. Like when I leave the shop, boom, hit the shop door. It's like I told you, like when I used to hit that restaurant and that air used to hit me, and like the one that used to knock the cigarette smoke off you or whatever, the black and mild smoke off you. As soon as I hit that door and that fresh air hit me, when it's over with. You know what I mean? It's over with. It's done. I had to grow into that as well. I had to grow into leaving those issues behind. So that's why like this is fun. You know what I'm saying? What we do here is fun. Like even if it was a call-in show and had to help somebody do something, if I had the answer, I'd be like, I'll give you the answer. If I don't, be like, well, I can't help you with that, partner. Just keep it moving. You know what I mean? So I've dealt with so many issues, you know what I mean? So that's why, you know, but being to myself, that's it. That's super easy. You know, that's super easy being to myself and doing what Plug want to do. That's like my favorite thing.
I could agree with that. I
That's
can
one
agree
of
with
my-
that. I can agree with that with Plug, because like Plug, oh man, I was just at the security lounge, and like he will go do things by himself. I'll give him that.
By myself, I
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
Man,
I'll
look,
give him
bro,
that.
I would definitely like, you know what I mean? Like just go. I do plenty of, I used to go bowl by myself. You know what I mean? I go hoop by myself. I be out there just shooting around. I mean, I do whatever by myself. I love doing it. I love being with Plug, but I love Plug, man. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? But I've also learned that, you know, hey, that type of energy that you know, that you have, if it is positive energy, you know, to give somebody some positive energy, it doesn't take away from me to give. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people say like it may drain them, but it doesn't take away from me to give. Just like your win ain't my loss. You know what I'm saying? Your win, and if I'm affiliated with you, your win is my win too, and I'm gonna celebrate just like you celebrated it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody really say, "Hey, dog, pray for me, dog." I actually do it. You know what I'm saying? Because if I ask you, bro, pray for me, dog, and you actually prayed for me, like, bro, I prayed for you, dog. Prayers was up last night. Oh man, that gonna make me feel fantastic. Not that I didn't go and pray for myself. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I learned that, you know, being the way that I used to be helps no one. You know what I mean? Like when I got to that LT status, and like the information that I had gained, knowing that I didn't have, you know, that information coming from a positive male, you know what I'm talking about? Like to give them that, and they're like, man, I ain't even know that, bro. You'd be like, damn, bro, you ain't even know that. And then be like, bro, you ain't know that till somebody told you. You know what I mean? So what's the use of having, you know what I'm saying, all that information, or having, you know, that kind of positive energy, you know, said somebody who could possibly end it all today. You know what I mean? And you can give it to somebody and save a life today. You know me, that's just me. That's just me personally. I don't think I don't believe that anyone else is like me. You know what I mean? So that's just me. I could care and not care. As deep as I am, as shallow as I am. And so at the end of the day, but I could still be who I am. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't affect me. You know what I'm saying? Like I can listen to what you said and what Classic said, and I can truly understand exactly where you come from. But it doesn't resonate to how I'm going to be. You know what I mean? Because I've seen I done seen the dark side of the person that you guys are. I done seen the dark side and the good side of it. You know what I mean? And be like, damn, bro, you got all this information you ain't tell nobody, or you know what I'm saying? You helped and then you imploded because you just gave away too much. You gave away too much of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I got a perfect balance. On this side of the family is hypertension and diabetes. Over here is hypoglycemia. I'm in the middle. Like I ain't got now one of them. No hypoglycemia, no hypertension, no diabetes. You know what I'm saying? God bless. You know what I mean? And I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I like to be helped and I like to help. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. I can be around folks and I can definitely be to myself. You know what I mean? I got to find balance. I got a balance that has, you know, that I've grown into, and you know, and it's full of accountability and it's full of commitment. And I know when to say when. I know when that, hey, you know what? It's the last drink. You know what I'm saying? Man, you know what? I'm gonna stop smoking this shit. You know what I'm saying? I just know when to say when. It's just a fine balance.
And we didn't even have to play the video because this is self-preservation that we're talking about. We've been talking about self-preservation the whole time, right? Because we all do things right to save ourselves. A lot of this stuff is for us to protect ourselves. Like if everybody who's in the chat would actually go back and watch go to Raw Society and watch everybody do their story on the reaction video to losing friends, I think you guys will understand a lot of everybody, right? Because like Classic gave his side, I gave my story. I remember when I gave my story, I was like, bro, now I understand. Like, because it makes you really change the way, like how you think about people and how you move with people. Like when you can invest so much in people and then they'll do certain things. I try to still not fully close it off, but as I get older, it becomes a little bit like, okay, this person did this. All right. like let's just keep moving. That's why I tell people I don't have expectations for people. Like I don't have expectations, but I do have standards. Like that's the biggest thing for me. Like, but I'm not good because I'm introverted. I don't communicate well. Like I don't tell. I assume that people will follow suit. Like that, like, oh, Soul's doing all this. Oh, I'll go do this then too. I assume people would do that, but people don't do that, and some people need that to be communicated. But again, the military system, you know, you show somebody how to do something, they go do it, and you don't have to repeat yourself. You don't have to, like, it's just like everything's a standard, everything's a TO, right? Or operating procedures, or like everything was there. Like I show you, you do. Like, so like for me, like that's been like one of my biggest things, just kind of getting into some people you do have to explain, like, okay, you know what I mean? So
yeah. Well, I'll answer that question for you, bro. You said, please explain care and not care. That's a personal choice.
Where is that? Okay.
That's a personal choice. You know what I mean? Like somebody can be, you know, saying something in the chair, and I could choose to care or not care. Like my care is, oh man, let me give you some feedback, or not care and just hear them out and just let them get it off their chest and be done with it. You know what I mean? Because sometimes dudes just want to vent. They don't necessarily want a solution. You know what I mean?
How do you determine which? I'm sorry.
Thank you, Ray. Like, like even hearing that from a person, right? Hearing what Plug said, I'm not taking that plug would do that to me, but like hearing that from a person, right? that wouldn't close people off. Like
Yeah,
somebody's,
how do you
literally,
determine?
somebody's literally telling you that I might care what they say, I might not.
Yeah, like it depends. Now it's also the severity. It's also the severity. You know what I'm saying? Man, every time, man, she over there spending the bread and be asking me for more money. This and be like, this is something I don't need to care about. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, if he ain't got control over that, and y'all been married for 6-7 years, then if you don't get it now, you ain't gonna get it then. But
How do you determine who to pour into and who not? How do you determine who to just listen to and who to pour into?
It depends on the topic of conversation.
Okay.
Do you ever lead with that though? Have you ever did that before? You should lead with you should lead with that.
I determine based upon the conversation. The conversation. Like it be certain stuff like we talk about, be like, no, I ain't got enough for that. You know what I mean? And then something I'll be like, I might start and then be like, nah, I ain't got enough for that. You know what I mean? But if I got something, yeah.
Or do you wait until they ask you, say, hey, what do you think?
They ask me, and then when they ask me if I don't have an answer, I'll be like, right, I don't even know. but if I do know, and I give them that information, just like he asked, he said, but what if you didn't spend that time giving them that information? You know, you gave them that 2 hours of information and then they didn't use it. Next time you come back as a repeat customer, they ain't giving you shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so how that work out? Man, I ain't even get okay. Well, you don't even worry about it. It ain't nothing that you didn't deem it important. So why should I?
See, I used to always coach my clients when I used to see clients and patients. I used to always coach them on, you should really communicate or ask a person, what do you need from me through this conversation? Like, do you need to vent or are you looking for advice? So that I can, okay.
Yeah, I say that. I say you just venting, right? Yeah. You just venting.
So you need confirmation.
Because you know when somebody, I can tell when someone is venting and when somebody really needs some assistance. You know what I'm saying? Like when you tell them, man, they doing this and that, man, he just getting that shit off his chair. Go and get it off your chair. This is what the barbershop for. You know what I'm saying? This is exactly what it's for. Go and get it off your chair. Because I know as soon as you get up and go out that door, you go call her and say, hey, baby, I'm on my way home. so it's, you know what I mean? Like I've been doing this for like 13 years, bro.
I do it to my child. Like, I do it to my daughter, dog. Like,
yeah,
I'll be like, I don't want to hear that because you gonna go back. Y'all will be good tomorrow. Like, I just cut it off. Like,
is you finished or are you done?
Yeah, I've been doing this for 13 years. Like, you know, there's nothing like somebody that threw me that was like, God damn, this is way over here. It pretty much be in the same lane. This is a old lady, they wife, they kids, they job, they finances. You know what I'm saying? No one really brings that, you know, oh man, dog, it's been about a whole month. I can't even get it up. Be like, huh? They don't bring that. So they bring pretty much standardized questions, you know, or standardized, you know, situations that they want to get an opinion about. But most men just vent. Most men just want to get something off their chest. And half the time I be having the headphones on with that noise canceling. I don't even hear that. You heard me, dog? Yeah, bro. You right. You know what I'm saying? Like half the time, bro, because it's like it's whether I want to absorb it or if it just falls off, it's Teflon or I'm gonna absorb it. And most of the serious situation, you know when it's serious, and you know and if I didn't heard this before, I pretty much got the answer for it. You know what I mean? Pretty much. So
this is interesting though. Rain, you should look this up. Regis said not chatting throughout life as a woman, that's signs of autism, but people don't talk about it. That would be a very unique thing to look up.
I honestly, I think I'm neurodivergent. I already got ADHD. I think I got my case of autism too. Honestly, I do.
No, yeah, like that's I'm gonna have to. That's very unique. I ain't even. I'm gonna look that up, Bridget. I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, I will look it up.
Yeah, stay tuned to the same roots, different soil. We'll talk about it. Mario said, I feel like because all of you are so different, but still the same, you guys are about your time putting out information. You're taking your time to put out information for people to learn and grow from. That's why your channels are so successful. Appreciate you, Mario. Mario said, all of you bring great context. I'm creating what I think you were trying to put in there. Great context, and you are like you're not gonna get no. Oh, you're not gonna get no fake or no nonsense. You're just, and it makes people tune in. Yeah. Mary, what you're saying, that's why I've been so okay with the slow drip. Like, I'm okay with like the slow trickle of YouTube, because like you'll sit back and watch people. It's some people, man, we look at them now like a MTR, but MTR been doing this almost a decade.
Over.
Yeah, so like we don't think about that, right? Like, you got to think about it. Everybody who's a part of the RSC is really invested like their first year fully into content. Now, if you stay on this path for the next 5 years, it's going to add up regardless. Even if you only got 500 new subscribers a year, in 5 years, that's still 2,500.
Mm-hmm.
So like at the end of the day, you're still getting people. And like I always tell people, only 10% of the people are really supporting it anyway. So like if you got 50,000 subscribers, you're only getting 5,000.
These guys got a decade and some change in this game. The ones y'all see that are really, man, they've been in this game for so long. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And trust me, we have more content within us 5 than most of them. You know what I mean? And like, for real. So the fast track and the content, the quality of the content that the RSC puts out is crazy work. You know what I mean? And you never have to do that, because it's like the Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, he said, I never lose as a team member again. No, bro. Shit, everybody got their own lane, mind their own pennies. They ain't even got no code. You ain't got no codependent. You understand? Like, you good. You'll never have to do that, bro, because everybody's in their own respective lane. For sure.
Yeah. Great show, man. Hey, great show, man. The chat put this together, man. I would highly encourage those who do content. If you use StreamYard, it does allow you to export your chat, and you can put it into whatever generating system you need to put it into, and it'll actually create like what the chat is actually talking about. So all these topics actually came exactly from the chat for these past 2 days. So the topics tonight were loyalty, commitment, self preservation, and then accountability. So I think it's dope, man. It's dope, man. But yeah, it's very unique, man. It's very, very unique, man. I would tell people I'm already looking for the next 5 years. Like that, I'm already thinking that. Like I already know 1181 gonna be crazy. Like, sports just is what it is. And then you bring the good information, facts, everything we predicting going on right now as we watching sports. Like, you don't really catch that, you know what I mean? So it's very, very interesting, man. Very, very interesting. But other than that, y'all got anything for the people before I let you do the outro there, Miss Rain?
Be you, no matter what. Be you, no matter what, man. Either they're gonna conform or they're gonna deal. It is always, if they don't deal, it is what it is. If they do deal, it still is what it is. Give your time up. Make sure you pray every day. Shit changes on a regular basis. Trust me.
All right. You got anything else, Souls? That's it.
Yeah, that's it, man. We will be back later this week, myself and Rain, with same soil, different roots. Probably bring something a little bit different, because I really want to look into what Ridget brought up. So
and no ego too about the happy anniversary, gentlemen. Officially on the East Coast, No Middleman's turns 1 today on July 1st. Happy anniversary. We've been doing this for a whole year, y'all. And that's how we do it here on No Middleman. Real conversations, raw perspectives, and no filter. Shout out to everybody that pulled up and added to the conversation tonight. Of course, whether you agreed, disagreed, or got your feelings challenged, we appreciate you all for being part of the dialogue. If you enjoyed tonight's discussion, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this stream with somebody who's not afraid of real conversation. And don't forget, conversation does not stop when the stream ends. Drop your thoughts in the comments and let us know where you stand. And I will say that I am thankful for our progression. We have came a long way since the first day. We have done some extraordinary things too. So I've enjoyed being here with y'all. So until next time, for Souls, Uncle Plug TV, and your girl, me, Soft Rain, we are signing off. Good night, and remember, the truth don't need a middleman.
Yeah. No middleman. We ain't chasing clicks. We trapping the algorithm with truth. Let's go.
Turn the beat, bitch.
We trap the algorithm, cooking truth daily. Everybody love fake, real talk make them hate me. Selective outrage, moral confidence shaky. They don't want truth unless it entertaining. Trap the algorithm. No middleman, yeah, we all in. Speak facts loud, whole room listening. Everybody trigger when the truth start hitting them. Alabama roots with a Georgia mentality. Pretty face, but I speak reality. Everybody online selling fantasy till accountability. Pull up gradually, people want healing but avoid the pain. Want peace online but still play games. Off tone cut deep when I say names. Truth hit different when you can't deflect blame.
Yeah. This ain't no handouts. No shortcuts. No middleman.
No middleman.
No middleman.
No middleman.
No middleman. No middleman. No middleman, I get it direct. Pressure talk, I don't deal in the flicks. Cut the line, I don't wait, I collect. If it's mine, I'ma claim my respect. No middleman, I move with intent. Boss moves only, every dollar was spent. No favors, no deals, no rent. Built from the ground, now the whole game bent. Started with a vision, had to cut the distractions. No handshake, just results and reactions. They was talking plays, I was making it happen. Turn losses to losses, then flipped it to passion.